Sometimes the people who care about us the most are the ones who struggle to say it out loud. Love doesn't always arrive with grand confessions or dramatic moments. More often, it shows up in silence, in the way someone treats you, in the energy they bring when they're around you, and in the little, consistent actions that speak far louder than words. When a man is truly falling for someone, he might not say, "I love you" right away. He might not even admit to himself how deep his feelings run. But no matter how hard he tries to hide it, love has a way of slipping through the cracks. There's a certain kind of vulnerability that comes with real emotions, especially for someone who isn't used to expressing how they feel. Whether it's fear of rejection, past heartbreak, or just the struggle of opening up, some men find it difficult to say what's on their heart. But that doesn't mean their feelings aren't real. In fact, the more genuine the emotion, the more quietly it often reveals itself. In glances, in thoughtful gestures, in the way they show up when you least expect it, but need it most. You may have sensed something in his behavior, in the way he looks at you, or how he treats you differently than others. Maybe he doesn't flirt like other guys. Maybe he doesn't flood your inbox with compliments. But he remembers what matters to you. He listens when you speak. He respects your space, supports your dreams, and always seems to be there, without asking for anything in return. That's not just kindness. That's not just friendship. That's love in progress. This video is for every girl who's ever wondered, does he feel the same way? Or is he falling for me but scared to say it? You don't need a direct confession to know what's real. Sometimes, love is written between the lines, in the quiet care, the unspoken effort, and the emotions a man reveals not through words, but through actions. In this video, we'll go through 15 subtle yet powerful clues that a man is falling for you, deeper than he's ever admitted, maybe even deeper than he fully realizes himself. These signs may seem small, but together, they paint a very clear picture. If you start to notice more than a few of these in your life, chances are his heart is already involved, even if he hasn't said a single word about it. Let's begin. 1. He remembers the smallest details about you. When a man truly starts to fall for you, one of the most telling signs is how deeply he pays attention to the smallest things about you. It's not just about remembering your birthday or your favorite color. It's the little, often overlooked details that he holds on to. Maybe you once casually mentioned that you love the smell of rain, and the next time it rains, he texts you just to say, "Thought of you." Or perhaps you told him you get anxious before big meetings, and he sends you a good luck message without being reminded. These moments may seem small, but they carry a deep emotional weight. This kind of attention shows that he's truly present when he's with you. He's not just hearing your words, he's listening, absorbing, and remembering. You're not just a passing thought to him. You're someone he's genuinely interested in. It also reflects that he values your world, your likes, your struggles, and your quirks. Even if you said something once in a casual conversation, he stores it like it matters, because to him, it does. This behavior isn't something men do for just anyone. It reveals an emotional investment, even if he hasn't found the words to express it yet. Remembering the little things is his quiet way of saying, "You're important to me," without needing to spell it out. It's subtle, sincere, and speaks volumes more than grand romantic gestures ever could. 2. He gets jealous, but tries to hide it. When a man is falling for you but hasn't admitted it yet, jealousy can creep in, quietly, subtly, and often against his will. He might see you talking to another guy, or mention someone else's name, and suddenly his mood shifts. Maybe he gets quieter, avoids eye contact, or makes a light joke that doesn't really feel like a joke. But instead of confronting you or admitting how he feels, he tries to play it cool. He doesn't want to come off as possessive or insecure, especially if the relationship hasn't reached that stage yet, so he hides it. But not very well. This hidden jealousy is different from toxic behavior. It's not about control or anger. It's about emotional conflict. Deep down, he's starting to see you as someone special, someone he doesn't want to lose. But without the comfort of knowing how you feel, he's stuck between protecting his pride and revealing his heart. So instead, he shows it in quiet ways. A sarcastic comment, a sudden distance, or an overly casual attitude when he's clearly bothered. He might even try to mask it with indifference or change the subject quickly. But if you're paying attention, you'll notice the shift. His subtle jealousy is a sign that his feelings are deeper than he's letting on. It's a silent struggle between his growing emotions and his fear of vulnerability. He's not ready to say, "I like you," but his reactions are already saying it for him. 3. He texts you first, even without a reason. When a man is falling for you, one of the most natural things he starts doing is reaching out, often without any specific reason. You'll notice he texts you just to say hi, to share a random thought, or to ask how your day is going. There's no big topic, no urgent question. He simply wants to talk to you. It's not about finding the perfect moment or crafting the right words. It's about wanting to feel close to you, even through a simple message. This kind of texting isn't routine or obligation. It's connection. He might send you a meme that reminded him of your sense of humor, or tell you something funny that happened to him during the day. These little unprompted messages are his way of creating moments with you, no matter how small. It means you're on his mind, even when nothing specific is going on. He may not openly say how much he enjoys talking to you, but the consistency of his presence in your inbox says it all. It's his quiet way of showing that he values your presence in his daily life. He's not just texting to flirt or pass time. He's building a bond, slowly and sincerely. These seemingly random texts reveal his desire to be part of your world, even in the most ordinary moments. And when someone keeps reaching out without needing a reason, it usually means you've already become a reason in their life. 4. He listens carefully when you talk. When a man is genuinely falling for you, one of the most powerful things he does, often without even realizing it, is truly listen when you speak. Not the kind of listening where someone nods while their mind is somewhere else, but deep, focused attention. He listens to understand, not just to respond. Your words matter to him, whether you're sharing something exciting, venting about your day, or just talking about something random. Even the things you say in passing seem to stick with him. You might notice he brings up something you mentioned days or even weeks ago, something small that you barely remember saying. That's because he's present when you talk. He's not distracted, and he's not rushing to get to his turn to speak. He's absorbing your thoughts, emotions, and the meanings behind your words. And it's not just the serious conversations. Even the silly, light-hearted moments hold his attention. This kind of listening is rare, and it's a strong sign of emotional connection. It shows he respects you, values your perspective, and wants to understand you on a deeper level. It also means he's not just attracted to how you look or how you make him feel. He's interested in you, your mind, your heart, your world. When a man listens this way, without judgment or distraction, he's showing care without needing to say it out loud. And in a world full of noise, that kind of quiet attention speaks volumes. 5. He finds excuses to spend time with you. When a man is falling for you but hasn't openly said it, one of the most telling behaviors is how often he tries to be around you, even if it means creating excuses that don't always make perfect sense. He might ask for your help with something he could easily do on his own, suggest a random coffee catch-up, or suddenly show interest in activities he never cared about before, just because you'll be there. These excuses are rarely about the activity itself, they're about being near you. It's not always obvious because he often masks his intentions with casualness. He doesn't want to come across as too eager or make his feelings too obvious, especially if he's unsure how you feel in return. So he finds low-pressure ways to be around you. Maybe he happens to be in the area, or he joins group plans just to be part of your space. Every shared moment becomes an opportunity for him to feel more connected, to get to know you better, and to enjoy your presence without needing to make it a big deal. This pattern of finding reasons to be close isn't random. It's intentional, even if he doesn't admit it. Time is one of the most valuable things we have. And when someone consistently chooses to spend it with you, it means they're emotionally invested. When a man goes out of his way just to be near you, it's often his heart leading the way, even if his words haven't caught up yet. 6. He supports your dreams like they're his own. When a man is falling deeply for you, one of the clearest signs is the way he supports your dreams, not just passively, but like they genuinely matter to him too. He doesn't just say, "That's cool," when you talk about your goals. He asks questions, gets excited with you, and offers encouragement even when you feel doubtful. It's not about impressing you or pretending to care. It's about being emotionally invested in the things that light you up. He starts to see your ambitions as part of your identity. And because he's drawn to who you are, he naturally wants to be part of your journey. Whether you're chasing a career goal, learning something new, or working on a personal passion, he stands beside you, cheering you on like it's his own win. He celebrates your progress, reminds you of your worth when you feel discouraged, and doesn't feel threatened by your growth. He's proud of it. This kind of support goes beyond romantic interest. It speaks to admiration, respect, and a deep emotional connection. He wants to see you succeed, not just because he likes you, but because your happiness and fulfillment genuinely matter to him. He believes in your potential, sometimes more than you do yourself, and that belief shows in how he encourages you without expecting anything in return. When a man treats your dreams with that kind of care, it means his feelings for you run far deeper than he's letting on. 7. He notices when something's bothering you. When a man is truly falling for you, one of the clearest emotional signals is how quickly he senses when something's off. Even before you say a word, he notices the small shifts, the change in your tone, the way you respond slower than usual, or how your smile doesn't quite reach your eyes. It's not because you're being obvious. It's because he's paying close attention to you on a deeper level. When you matter to someone, they tune into your moods, your energy, and the unspoken signals most others miss. He might ask, "Are you okay?" even when you've said nothing. He might gently check in or give you space, depending on what he senses you need. What matters is that he notices, and he cares enough to act. He doesn't brush off your emotions or assume you'll get over it. Instead, he genuinely wants to understand what's bothering you, even if you're not ready to talk. This sensitivity doesn't come from obligation. It comes from emotional investment. He's not just looking at you, he's seeing you. He may not have the perfect words or solutions, but he's present, patient, and willing to be there in whatever way you need. That kind of attentiveness is rare, and it doesn't happen unless his feelings are deep and real. When a man can feel your silence louder than your words, it's a quiet but powerful sign that his heart is already with you. 8. He compliments you in unique, thoughtful ways. When a man is falling for you, his compliments go far beyond the usual surface-level remarks. Instead of just saying you look pretty or nice, he notices the little things that others might overlook. And those are the things he compliments. Maybe it's the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you love, the way your laugh makes him smile, or how you carry yourself with quiet strength. His compliments feel personal, almost as if they're tailor-made just for you, because they come from a place of real attention and admiration. These kinds of words don't come from someone who's just being polite or trying to impress you. They come from someone who's genuinely paying attention to your essence, how you think, how you feel, how you move through the world. He might say something like, "I love the way you explain things. You make everything sound so clear." Or, "You have this calm energy that just makes people feel safe." Simple words, but they carry depth because they reflect how he truly sees you. Thoughtful compliments show emotional presence. He sees beyond your appearance and values who you are inside. He isn't just flattering you, he's showing appreciation for things that are uniquely you. These sincere, unexpected words are his way of expressing affection without making a big declaration. And when his compliments consistently feel intentional and heartfelt, it's a quiet sign that his feelings are far deeper than he's letting on. 9. He introduces you to important people in his life. When a man is falling for you, one of the most meaningful steps he takes, often without making a big deal out of it, is introducing you to the important people in his life. Whether it's his close friends, family members, or even colleagues he genuinely respects, bringing you into that circle is a quiet but powerful gesture. It's his way of showing that you matter, not just privately, but publicly. He wants the people who know him best to see who he's been spending time with, who's been making him smile, and who's been on his mind. This act signals a shift in how he views the connection between you. You're no longer someone he's just getting to know. You're someone he's proud to be seen with. Someone he envisions being a part of his world beyond just the two of you. He might casually say, "Come hang out with me and my friends," or "My sister's coming over, you should meet her." But underneath the casual tone is real intention. He's inviting you into his personal space, into the layers of his life that are closest to his heart. He also watches how you interact with them and how they respond to you. Their opinions may matter to him, but more than that, he hopes they'll see what he sees in you. When a man starts blending you into the parts of his life that truly matter, it's one of the strongest unspoken signs that his feelings are growing deeper by the day. 10. He goes out of his way to make you smile. When a man is genuinely falling for you, one of the purest signs is how naturally he starts doing things just to make you smile. It's not always grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's the smallest, most unexpected gestures. Maybe he sends you a message just to say something silly and lift your mood, brings you your favorite snack without asking, or shares a song he thinks you'll love. He notices what makes you happy, what makes you laugh, and he uses that knowledge to brighten your day in ways that feel effortless but deeply thoughtful. These gestures aren't about impressing you. They come from a place of care. He pays attention to your moods, your quirks, and your little joys, and when he sees an opportunity to make your world a little lighter, he takes it. He doesn't need a reason. Your happiness starts becoming his own, and seeing you smile feels like a reward to him. This kind of effort reveals where his heart is. When someone goes out of their way just to see you happy, not because he's trying to win something, but because it genuinely brings him joy, that's a quiet, undeniable sign of love forming beneath the surface. He may not have said how he feels out loud, but his actions speak clearly. You matter, your joy matters, and he wants to be the reason behind it as often as he can. 11. He respects your boundaries and gives you space. When a man is truly falling for you, one of the most mature and meaningful signs is how he handles your boundaries. Instead of pushing, pressuring, or making you feel guilty for needing time, space, or clarity, he listens and respects it. Whether it's emotional, physical, or personal space, he understands that love isn't about constantly being close. It's about building trust, safety, and mutual respect. His feelings don't come with demands or expectations, they come with patience. Even if he wants to be around you more, he doesn't make you feel suffocated or overwhelmed. He gives you the room to breathe, to think, to be yourself. And in that space, he doesn't disappear. He simply waits without resentment. This kind of restraint shows emotional depth. It means he's not just falling for who you are when you're available to him, but for your whole self, even the parts that need solitude or time to process. He may quietly check in to show he still cares, but never in a way that crosses lines. His respect for your boundaries shows that he sees you as your own person, not someone to control or possess. That kind of respect is rare, and it's a clear sign that his feelings are rooted in something real. When a man can love you without invading your space, he's already loving you in a way that's strong, steady, and sincere. 12. He opens up about things he doesn't share with others. When a man is falling for you, one of the most vulnerable and genuine signs is when he starts opening up about things he normally keeps to himself. It might be a personal story from his past, a fear he rarely talks about, or something he's never admitted out loud. But with you, he feels safe enough to share it. These aren't the kind of things he casually brings up in group conversations, or with just anyone. He saves them for someone he trusts, someone who feels different, someone who matters. This kind of openness doesn't always come easily, especially for someone who's used to keeping emotions guarded. So when he chooses to let you in, it means he's allowing himself to be seen, flaws and all. He's not trying to impress you or create a perfect image. Instead, he's showing you who he really is beneath the surface, his worries, his past mistakes, his dreams, or even his insecurities. And by doing that, he's saying something powerful without needing the words, "I trust you." When a man begins to let his guard down around you, it's a clear sign that his feelings are deeper than just attraction. He's starting to build a bond that's based on honesty and emotional connection. And in letting you see the parts of himself he doesn't show others, he's offering a kind of intimacy that's rare and real. 13. He gets nervous when talking about feelings. When a man is falling for you but hasn't fully come to terms with his emotions, one of the most revealing signs is how nervous he becomes when the topic of feelings comes up, especially his own. He might usually be confident and composed, but when the conversation shifts toward anything emotional or vulnerable, you'll notice subtle changes. Maybe he fidgets, avoids eye contact, stumbles over his words, or suddenly gets quiet. It's not because he doesn't care, it's the opposite. His feelings are real, and that's exactly what makes expressing them so intimidating. Talking about emotions requires a level of honesty that can feel risky, particularly for someone who hasn't yet figured out how to put those emotions into words. He may be afraid of saying too much too soon, or scared that revealing how much he cares will make him lose control or appear weak. There's also the fear of rejection, the worry that opening up could shift the dynamic between you in a way he's not ready for. This nervousness, though subtle, is often a clue that he's feeling something much deeper than he's letting on. It's not indifference. It's the weight of unspoken emotion that hasn't yet found its way out. So when he hesitates, stammers, or tries to laugh it off, it's not because he doesn't feel anything. It's because what he feels is real, and he's still learning how to handle the depth of it. 14. He remembers dates and things that matter to you. When a man is truly falling for you, he starts remembering the things that are important to you, not because he's trying to impress you, but because he genuinely cares. It could be your birthday, an upcoming exam, a job interview, your best friend's name, or even the anniversary of something deeply personal to you. These details stick with him, not because he makes an effort to memorize them, but because they naturally become meaningful to him through his connection with you. This kind of attentiveness shows that he's listening not just with his ears, but with his heart. When he remembers specific dates or moments that matter to you, it means he's invested in your life and wants to be part of the things that shape who you are. He might text you good luck on a big day, ask how something went without being reminded, or bring up something important you shared weeks ago. And every time he does, it shows that your life is on his mind. He may never say the words, "I love you," right away, but his memory of the things you care about speaks volumes. It shows emotional presence, consistency, and quiet commitment. In a world where so many people forget the little things, a man who holds on to what matters to you is showing you that you're not just someone in his life, you're someone important in it. 15. He looks at you like you're the only one in the room. When a man is falling for you, one of the most powerful and revealing moments happens in silence, through the way he looks at you. It's not just a glance or casual eye contact. It's the kind of look that lingers, softens, and carries emotion he hasn't yet spoken out loud. In a crowded room, filled with noise and distractions, his eyes naturally find you. And when they do, it feels like everything else fades. In that moment, you're not just someone he likes. You're the center of his world, whether he admits it or not. This kind of gaze is unforced. He doesn't even realize he's doing it most of the time. It's his subconscious choosing you again and again, drawn to your presence, your energy, and your essence. It's the kind of look that makes you feel seen, even without a word spoken. There's comfort in it, curiosity, admiration, and sometimes even a little vulnerability. He may quickly look away when you catch him, embarrassed or unsure of what to say, but that moment speaks more than 1,000 conversations. These looks are rare and unmistakable. They reveal emotions that words can't fully capture, feelings that are growing, quietly but surely. When a man looks at you like you're the only one in the room, it's because to him you are. And in that gaze, you'll often find the truth he's not yet ready to say out loud.